Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Lava Lava, the podcast that takes you behind the scenes of the vibrant people and cultures of the Pacific. I'm your host, Michael Tan. Before we get started, a quick reminder to our listeners to follow, subscribe, and leave a review if you enjoy the show. Now let's jump straight into it. Today, we will be talking with a team behind the Utah Pacific Fashion Show. Talo fa Kalo and Mai.
Talo for Michael, Maolele.
Now, can you briefly introduce yourself to the audience?
I'm Kalo. I'm Kalo Pahulu. I am from Tonga. I was one of the co-founders of Utah Pacific Fashion together with Apa'alo and Benjamin Powell. And at this time, I've taken over as ownership of Pacific Fashion, Utah Pacific Fashion, and we have some exciting plan for this year. My background, I'm also a designer. I founded Ally International, which is handcrafted jewelry and home accessories since 2003. And I'm just excited to be in this kind of collaborations in the fashion world. Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Fatiatama'i, Bobae Folau. My nickname is Tama'i or Ma'i, a graduate student at the University of Utah, and I'm also an academic with scholar and specialization in Pacific Islander studies. So I cover a lot of topics ranging from sexual violence, even collecting data, anything regarding the Ainga and contextualizing that with indigeneity. So to go on, my extensive involvement in advocacy and nonprofit has really merged my paths with Kalo, or who I dearly call as anti-Kalo, and just the shared vision of empowering our people beyond, Oceania. So that's all.
Thank you for coming on to Behind the Lava Lava to share the story of the Utah Pacific Fashion Show and to update us on the upcoming 2024 fashion show here in Utah. So, Kalo, you were one of the founders. Could you tell us a little bit of the origins of this Pacific Fashion Show?
So the fashion show, we participated in a different fashion show. We came together in 2022 to participate in another fashion show. There was some, as in the fashion world, there's a setback that happened. And so we came back and then we said, it could be better. It could have been like this and that. And then we decided, instead of moaning about it, let's do something about it. And so we three then got together and registered the company and pulled our personal resources and held the first show last year in July. So after that was a great response from the community. Thank you very much. It was a sold-out show, and 18 designers from the Pacific came to it, and over 120 models showcased their creations on the platform.
Mai, what made you want to join the team and further assist the Utah Pacific Fashion Show?
Oh, it was by divine appointment from the Lord that Auntie Kalo and I, to this day, cannot deny. I think when we walk out our unique lanes from the Lord, He'll set up people along the way that just perfectly align. In September, Pictar, shout out to Auntie Susie, it's a Pacific nonprofit here in Utah that's committed with helping the community through various resources, through finance resources, community building, and they had hosted a acting workshop where the Tongan actor Tony Finau, is that his name, Auntie?
Uli. Uli.
Oh, yes. Forgive me, but he's the actor that plays young Dwayne Johnson in one of the TV series, and they had hosted an actor workshop here in Lehigh. And after attending, Auntie Kalo was there, and she had briefly mentioned, and we met the next day, laid out the vision, and I think, divine appointment, and I learned that God's timing is always perfect and really set in stone and intention.
Thank you for sharing. Now, what makes the Utah Pacific Fashion Show unique, aside from others who are others that are already in the industry now today here in the U.S.?
So after last year, with the responses and I expanded then the mission to include support of the struggle with mental health in Pacific communities. And that's both here in the US and in island nations of participating designers. So, what makes it unique is that Utah Pacific Fashion is exclusively for Pacific designers. The models are open to all, to everybody, to all, but we only support Pacific designers, mainly because I feel that we really need help in this area. So although we have a lot of responses from other designers, I restricted it to just specific designers. So this year, Michael, it's a whole week. So jumping from one night that we had, it's 1 week, and there are 4 shows. So and it aligns, it coincides with Utah Pacific Heritage Month of August. We are part of the kickoff program of the Utah Pacific Heritage Month, and they're very warming for me that we are helping celebrate our shared heritage with over 50,000 Pacific Islanders who also call Utah home. So we start off with the kickoff on the 3rd, Saturday, August the 3rd, which is hosted by Pictor. So we are also collaborating and partnering with other Pacific groups. And then Monday, we kick off with, we will have a little sneak peek show at the kickoff at the Pictures hosted program. And then Monday, we will have streetwear, casual wear at the Ken Carf Club at the U. Wednesday will be sustainable fashion, which is recycled material, and island creations, which also include fashion created with native material, the bandanas, the tapa, and stuff like that. And then Friday, and that will be at the Capitol building. And Friday, we will wrap it up at the Grand America Ballroom with evening wear, evening wear, bridal wear. And then Saturday, we are partnering up with the Friendly Island Tongan Festival. It's the longest Tongan festival in America. It's going on 20 years at Jordan Park. And there, the 26 designers that we have locked in will have the opportunity to sell their products, their creations. And people also can have access to them. It's a whole day event and not just an evening market. It will be going from about 10 in the morning until late at night.
Are you a veteran, military member, law enforcement officer, hospital worker, or educator dreaming of owning your own home? Frontline Heroes is here to make that dream a reality. Their program is designed by a group of realtors, lenders, and escrow specialists who want to give back to those who served our communities. Here's how it works. Their realtors pledge to contribute 25% of their commission, while lenders chip in half a percentage towards closing costs and other fees associated with buying a house. It's their way of honoring your service and making home ownership more attainable. Contact Dan Taylor at 801-512-4200 to learn more and take the first step towards owning your own home. Frontline Heroes, turning dreams into keys.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun and amazing week for families and yeah, for families and everyone to come and enjoy the Pasifika culture. Right. How about
Yes.
you, Mai? What do you think makes the Pacific Fashion Show unique?
Oh, it's unwavering commitment to highlighting Oceania cultures. I think when we think about Pasifika, and this is also lending from my scholar lens, we're not a monolith. and being able to display as a gift the multifacetedness of our people and even different motifs. You can spot a poly from their laugh from a mile away. So even different cues of our culture, and the UPF is an excellent platform. And I'm not just saying that because I'm part of it or because Anticolo is right here, but truly it is a unique bridge of braiding all of the different islands, the lineage and genealogies into a fashion show. I don't consider it as a fashion show, but I look at it as a living lifeline, like our Oceania and Pasifika, and I and our people are vastly talented, and it's an absolute gift to not grant them a platform, but also remove the veil of like unbelief that man all along it was always within you. And Anti-Kalo and even with the team, and it also takes a specific gift to see that and to speak life, but also cultivate it out. One thing I did want to reemphasize is the venues that UPF has been able to secure are some of the most exclusive and prestigious one here in Salt Lake City, and I think that's very intentional because our people deserve it.
Yes.
And yeah, it's more of a I can go on. I mean, if you want to read my dissertation, that's dedicated to that, but it really is a gift. So, and seeing the diverse voices of our people amplified as into one a vision. It's at this point, it's I'm trying to articulate it, but it's like love. Like you can't see it, but it's truly felt and it's genuine. And I'm gonna pause right there.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. Now, what are some of the biggest challenges that UPF has faced so far or currently facing?
I guess there's the traditional challenges, and then there's the challenge that is something new, and then customizing it to give it that Pacific flavor, to keep it Pacific, The whole experience this year is for the audience, and also last year when we opened, we had Taupo Manaia open the show. And it didn't matter whether you were Tongan or Fijian or another Pacific country. Yeah. The pride that there were tears, the pride that we had just because it was presented magnificently by Tapu Umamei. And we want to have that experience the whole week. This year, it's Utah Pacific Fashion Cultural Extravaganza.
Yes.
And that's what we want people to feel that from the right now. I mean, yesterday we had our first model call, Michael, and it was, I had in the panelists, I had a model, the non-Pacific Islanders. There were two. One, she was a New York model runway model, and then an owner of another fashion show, and then a model academy that she owns. And I told them, look, this is not the usual. These people most of them have never walked on the runway. But a part of the arrangement we have is that they sign up for 3 rehearsals. So between now and August, May, June, July, there will be rehearsals that done by professional models that they will come in and will train them. There were people yesterday that came. There was a man there that I was measuring him. And then I said to him, what brought you in, And he said, well, my wife was encouraging me to participate. And I said, well, where's your wife? And he waved at her, and she waved back, sitting with their child. And I said, well, why isn't she walking with you? No, I don't want to walk. So later on in the evening, the day I went over and met with her, so why aren't you on the runway with your husband? And she said, well, my daughter is shy to participate. And I said to them, look, just go, darling, just walk. By August, you feel comfortable. This is a safe platform. That's the uniqueness of Utah Pacific Fashion. It's a safe platform for Pacific Islanders. You see, we had a lot of people yesterday who participated last year in the form of a model, as a volunteer, and as a guest. They are returning because they see people, and they're returning in the form they want to be models. They see people there look like them, confidently strutting themselves on, that on the runway, and they say they can do it. And so by the end of the evening, this wife and the daughter have registered and walked yesterday. You know, the vision is to elevate and specific designers, but it's not just it's empowering not only all artists, vendors like yourself. It's a platform that we can showcase not only to our people but also outside that this is Oceania. There's a slogan that I often use that with Utah Pacific Fashion is an example of Oceania emerging from the depths of the sea. And I get emotional. I'm very, very proud, very, very proud of what our people can do. And like Mai said, this is the best venue, one of three of the best venues in Salt Lake City, in the heart of Salt Lake City. And we want to give that as a platform to showcase Ocean. I mean, we deserve that kind of platform, and we deserve the spotlight.
Yeah,
And
thank you for sharing,
yeah,
Kalo. How about
thank you.
you, Mai? What are some of your biggest challenges since you've stepped into your role as executive assistant?
Oh, experience. Yesterday during the modeling casting, in the realm of fashion show, certain protocols, you're just kind of thrown into it and learning it on the bat. What else? I'm grateful for Kalo because of her compounded experiences within the world of fashion, but as someone who does not have a clue, and it wasn't just me, it was also a lot of our volunteers and team, but we're willing to learn. So basically, stepping into a different dimension that's unfamiliar, but it still requires the same dynamics. It requires willingness, commitment, but what I think is most important, having a posture of humility, of being willing to learn and taking extreme ownership and then remembering forward. So, yeah, that's where I'm at.
At American United, we help when others won't. If you're in Utah and need a second chance at banking, they've got your back. They offer everything from business to personal banking to online services, credit, coaching, and financial mentoring. And they do it all with lower fees, higher dividends, and exclusive member rewards.
American United takes pride in helping their members succeed. Whether you need an auto loan, a credit card, or a retirement account, they have the perfect fit for your lifestyle. Plus, they show their appreciation for our veterans with special VA programs for those who have served in the U.S. military. And here's something really special. American United is the proud title sponsor of the annual Pacific Island Veterans Day Dinner Gala, demonstrating their commitment to our community and our heroes.
So whether you're buying your first house or planning your retirement, let American United Federal Credit Union be there for you. They're all about celebrating life's achievements, big and small. Remember, we help when others won't. Visit amucu.org to learn more and become a member today.
Yeah, now, what kind of community support does UPF need in order for the show to continue?
Participation. Yesterday there was another young lady who came over, and as I was measuring her, I said, you know, do you model? She said, no, but I'm here because I was part of UPF last year. So did you walk? No, I volunteer. Oh, did you enjoy the experience? And she said, yes. As a matter of fact, I helped designers from Samoa backstage. And then she traveled to Samoa and stayed with these people and then came back. And she really enjoyed. It's the experience that we are offering to people out there. So this year, I invite people to come. I have intentions to make it possible for as many people as possible to enjoy this experience this year. one of the challenges, as Mai has said, for me personally, is that although I've been designing jewelry for over 20 years, I'm more on a one-to-one base with my customers. And so last year and the year before, the organizers and then my co-founders last year, but the organizers the year before encouraged me to come out. Yeah. And so coming out, this is something new to me in the sense. And I was a bit overwhelmed because it's a bit scared. Honestly, I was scared. But my background is in corporate, and I've organized global and regional meetings and workshops. So I finally realized, no, it's the same thing. It's just fusing in fashion flavors, and then also it's people connections. People building connections, and I saw that yesterday, putting people at ease. I mean, I was just sharing today, uh, how uncomfortable it is for somebody to, especially us specific people, to have somebody in that close proximity measuring you, you know, having a tape around you, measuring you, and you're also not confident when the tape says 43 or 54, you know, but to put them at ease. And so you chat to them about other things. And slowly, yesterday, and I went and just put up the music. It's in our blood, and once the music is on, and then everybody's moving, and then they defrost and they relax, and then like I said, you come to support your daughter and you end up being a model container yourself. Yeah. So yes, participation, that's the support we have. And yeah, share as much as well. We had people flying in from California and other places yesterday, just to come, and after that they rushed to the airport and flew out. We have a designer coming in from New Zealand, coming with her own team of models. And we have another designer coming in with a team of dancers. So, they're just looking for a platform, a platform that can showcase the best of Oceania, that's fitting for them to come and showcase their work and their level of expertise that need to be showcased in a platform that justify that.
Now thinking back into your roles, Kalo as a
Yeah.
founder and Mai as assistant, what aspects of your role do you enjoy?
Learning. I enjoy learning, and my team of volunteers are young, and if this was a paid job, the requirement does not match. And so my encouragement to them is that we will you have the title, so I've given them this title, and then I expect them to grow into the title. So when they walk away after August, they own the title. So, some people may look at them that, a bit green around the nose, but they're willing to learn. They can walk away with this experience. And the same thing with the models. We will have this workshop, the 3 workshops between now and August, that they will confidently walk on the runway. Yesterday we had a plus size professional model from the Pacific as one of the panelists. And when they see people like that, hey, this is me, I can make it. And also, modeling and any kind of artwork, modeling, singing, a hairdresser, makeup, it's not really considered work. I think because we naturally take in, absorb that. But people are starting to change and give it that respect that it's due, that this is something you can make a livelihood out of. That it's not just something that we're very skilled. We see something, and in no time we pick it up and do it. And because it's so easy, it comes easy to some of us. We think it's not that important, but it is. And I'm thrilled by the excitement and the change in the viewpoint, how people look at this. So the other part that I just want to mention, last year we had our after show party was in this venue. It was a very nice venue. They had fun. They are open again to host us during this year in all four events. However, we add another venue to it. So we have a cover bar as the other venue. And they are really excited because some people don't drink alcohol. So they will be going to the cover bar. And the cover bar is setting up some exciting program for that evening, for those evenings for them. So again, is fusing in, making sure to keep to our mission and keep that Pacific flavor through the whole week.
That cover bar is gonna be memorable. The poor block. It's gonna be just riddled with hyena laughs, someone's tawalunga, and someone aiuli in the back. This role uniquely captures all the experiences from my past. My roles as a graduate student in Pacific Islander Studies, and with my other roles with music, conducting, being a leader, I can see how my skills uh, it can transfer into this role, and I'm really excited to, and I have, and I'm still learning, just using all of my compounded experiences, both in school and the realm of academia, the role as a daughter, a Pasifika daughter, and learning how to navigate that sharp. And my favorite aspect is also fashion and world's arts and culture, but mainly the fact that it's uniquely Pasifika. It's catering to our and my identity. That's all.
Now, do you guys have any last thoughts to share for our listeners?
Yes, first of all, thank you very much to people who supported last year and the pioneers of the fashion industry in the Pacific for bringing it to this level. The work is beautiful. It's really amazing, and designers this year, 26 of them. 26. Last year we were mainly Tongan, Samoan, and Fijian. This year we have Pacific PNG, Papua New Guinea, hopping on Marshall Islands, Cook Islands, Maori representing from there, Hawaiians, Marshall, Fijians, and New Zealand. I'm really impressed by the quality of the work and cannot wait to showcase that. And I'm glad we got platforms that will justify, be able to present their work, to say that Capitol building is majestic and Kencraft is prestigious, or to say that Grand America is luxury. That's exactly what we want to present this work. And just invite people to come in. If you're not volunteering, please come join us in this journey as a volunteer, as a model, as a designer. And even if you're just sitting out there in the audience, we hope that we can deliver to you a cultural extravaganza experience that fuel you for a couple more months, if not a year, to come back next year to the next show.
Our people are vanguards, and the UPF, it's beyond a fashion show, but I see the vision of it for the emerging generations of artists, accountants, musicians, and not just in the creative sector, but our people are vast, and like what Dr. Epeli Haofa says, just beautiful. And I hope everyone, not everyone, but just the willingness to be open and to come and see this tapestry of honoring our culture and, most importantly, our people in all its beauty and glory. And that's all.
Now, I really appreciate you, Kalo and Mai, for joining me today, just sharing about the Utah Pacific Fashion Show 2024. Now, where can people find you guys, either on social media, if you have a website, when they want to volunteer or sign up, register,
Yes,
and buy some tickets?
right. So UtahPacificFashion.com. You can sign up there, get involved, and under Get Involved, there's volunteers, photographer, video, all there you can sign up on utahpacificfashion.com. We have also social media under Utah Pacific Fashion, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Tickets will start selling on the first, which is Wednesday. It's last year it was sold out and they were calling the room capacity for the venue last year was around 1,000 and we sold like 700 tickets. So a lot of people were requesting if we can open it up, but we just didn't have the manpower to open it up again. This year it's going to be hot tickets too, so get on get on there and buy your ticket after Wednesday. Like last year, we won't be able to lift it or reopen it up again. Once it's sold out, it's all. And a lot of people were kicking themselves. But I think because they were not expecting what was delivered last year, so there's no excuse this year. What you saw last year, we hope we are aiming to exceed that, God's will, and we hope that you will enjoy the experience. Michael, we thank you very much for this great opportunity to come here and share with you our work. The vision of Utah Pacific Fashion is we see people of Oceania succeeding globally with the Pacific style and flavor. And this is what I see already. We can be designers, but we have this specific flavor. I always say that, like in restaurants in Tonga, people always struggle to serve it with the best crystal or chinaware. And I always say, well, why not just clean up the coconut shell? It's unique. We don't compete. It's the best. It's the best coconut shell. Nobody else can produce the same. And so it's actually bringing in what we term as Western product or designs, and then giving it that special twist to make it our own, and that we can proudly wear it and own it.
Thanks again. And to our listeners, make sure you hop on social media, Facebook and Instagram, to receive the latest updates of the show and to register. If you want to register and be part of this memorable event, follow them on social media at Utah Pacific Fashion. And thank you again for tuning into this episode of Behind the Lava Lava. I hope you enjoyed our conversation. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow, drop a comment, and leave a review. This is Michael Tan signing off. So far, so Folau.
Working on my interests, it's who I am. I'm trying to make these digits look like EINs. When the help ain't free, you all help me. Salute to folks who turn their names to LLCs. The wealth is in itself to help a non-profit. To be better women or better men, whether business by veterans or common folks with a dream. We're all born with the same strength. We tread waters that were untouched. Let's be on the same wavelength. Behind the lava, front of our eyes. Let our legacy live off it when we're up in the sky. All signs point to us to help someone make a difference. With God as my witness, cause talk business.